Okay. This is Exodus 37, the Ark. Yeah, I feel kind of nauseous. I feel sick. I had a blood test today and I feel kind of weak. Gave a lot of blood. But I ate some food. I didn't eat a lot. I wasn't hungry. But anyway, this is the Ark, Exodus 37. Bezalel made the ark of Asia wood, 2.5 cubits long, a cubit and a half wide, and a cubit and a half high. He overlaid it with pure gold, both inside and out, and made a gold molding around it. He cast 4 gold rings for it, and fastened them to its 4 feet, with 2 rings on one side and 2 rings on the other. Then he made poles of Asia wood and overlaid them with gold, and he inserted the poles into the rings on the sides of the ark to carry it. He made the atonement cover of pure gold, 2.5 cubits long and a cubit and a half wide. Then he made 2 cherubim out of hammered gold at the ends of the cover. He made one cherub in one end and the second cherub on the other. At the 2 ends he made them of one piece with the covering. The cherubim had wings spread outward, overshadowing the cover with them. The cherubim faced each other, looking towards the cover. The table. They made the table of Asia wood, 2 cubits long, a cubit wide, and a cubit and a half high. Then they overlaid it with pure gold and made a gold mold around it. They also made around it a rim, a handbreadth wide, and put a gold mold on the rim. They cast 4 gold rings for the table and fastened them to the 4 corners where the 4 legs were. The rings were put close to the rim to hold the poles used in carrying the table. The poles for carrying the table were made of Asia wood, and they were overlaid with gold. And they made from pure gold the articles for the table, its plates and dishes and bowls, and its pitchers for the pouring out of drink offerings. The lampstand. They made the lampstand of pure gold and hammered it out, base and shaft. Its flower-like cups, buds, and blossoms were of one piece with it. The 6 branches extended from the sides of the lampstand, 3 on one side and 3 on the other. 3 cups shaped like almond flowers and buds and blossoms were in one branch, 3 on the next branch, and the same for all 6 branches extending from the lampstand. And on the lampstand were 4 cups shaped like almond flowers, and buds and blossoms. 1 bud was under the first pair of branches extending from the lampstand, a 2nd bud under the 2nd pair, and a 3rd bud under the 3rd pair. 6 branches in all. The buds and the branches were all of one piece, with the lampstand hammered out of pure gold. They made its 7 lamps, as well as wick trimmers and trays of pure gold. They made the lampstand and all its accessories from 1 talent of pure gold. The altar of incense. They made the altar of incense out of Asia wood. It was square, a cubit long and a cubit wide, and 2 cubits high, its horns of one piece with it. They overlaid the top and all the sides and the horns with pure gold, and made a gold molding around it. They made 2 gold rings below the molding, 2 on opposite sides, to hold the poles used under to carry it. They made the poles of Asia wood and overlaid them with gold. They also made the sacred anointing oil and the pure, fragrant incense, the work of a perfumer. And that's the end of chapter 37. Sorry, I don't know where I got 23 from. So this chapter, and now we're seeing everything that Moses had planned, and now they're actually making it after all that happened. They had a phase in between where they kind of forgot, and now they're still putting everything together. I liked this chapter because it's like sometimes you have really complicated plans when you imagine something or dream of something, and it feels like God's telling you to make something, or that voice inside, and it takes time and planning and a lot of hard work. But when you finally make it, there's that like feeling of satisfaction. So it's always worth it to plan something out, no matter how complicated it gets, because once you make it, you made it, right? And that's it for